Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge and Brooke are meant to be together. It seems like it might take some time. Presently Ridge is with Taylor while Brooke is broken-hearted by Ridge's treason. Will these two end up back together? Ridge doesn't want to break Taylor's heart because she allowed. She was dying the last time. Still, Ridge always waffles between Brooke and Taylor, so one cannot anticipate him to stay pious. Eric has tried his stylish to get Ridge to hear to reason. Ridge is hell-bent on doing that exact contrary of what his father wants. Eric may have put the idea in Ridge's head to marry Taylor. After all, Eric was the first to point out that Ridge wasn't veritably married to Taylor since they're only living together. Will Ridge decide to prove his father home and marry Taylor? How long will it take Ridge to realize what big league of a mistake he's made? Ridge isn't about to admit that he still has passions for Brooke and that she and his father have been right each on. Of course, nearly everyone at Forrester Creations know that Ridge is denying his passions. Ridge knows that he has Taylor's hopes up for a life together and Steffi isn't about to let Ridge break her heart again. Steffi has formally advised Ridge about hurting her mama. Ridge helped to heal Taylor's broken heart pattern and he's as hysterical to upset her. Ridge is going to stay right there with Taylor just to prove his point. Taylor could find someone differently to sleep with herself. Will Taylor be the bone? Who betrays Ridge? Brooke may reunite with Nick at some point. Unfortunately, Brooke and Ridge always find their way back to each other. Brooke and Ridge will ultimately end up back in bed together. Most of us would go the ranch on that. Will Taylor and Nick find solace in each other's arms when this happens? Nick isn't likely to stay veritably long and Brooke isn't going to pack up and leave anytime soon. Since Taylor is always packing up and leaving city, she might as well take off with Nick to places unknown because once Ridge reveals his true passions there will be nothing there for Taylor presently. Eric might be trying to manipulate his son Ridge into getting back with Brooke. Eric made it clear to Ridge that he was making a huge mistake by taking back Taylor, when everyone knows that his true fortune is to be with a woman like Brooke Logan. Well, everyone seems to know it except for Ridge himself. That's why Eric has taken it upon himself to at least move his son that he's making a terrible mistake. But is it really working? Or is Eric just being manipulative, as always? I agree that Eric should let Ridge make his own opinions. But in Soapland, it's amusing to hear people tell others what they should or shouldn't be doing, like what they say matters. Perhaps he shouldn't have been a giant griper and answered her calls or textbooks when she was trying to tell him about why she was taking the CEO position. He's an idiot and sorry not sorry, so are Brooke and Taylor when it comes to him. And also there was this comment as well: how glad was I when Eric eventually told Ridge he made a bad decision going back to Taylor. His place is with Brooke, his Logan. Eric admitted that he made an illogical mistake allowing Brooke was a party to stealing FC. Still, Ridge has yet to accept any responsibility. I hope he waddles in tone pity seeing his Logan move one. Luna ambushes Finn. Liam process Bill. Hope and Steffi bond. Steffi tells Hope that Liam has a brain excrescence. He's dying. Hope seems to be in unbelief. She tries to call Liam, but Steffi stops her. Steffi eventually goes through how she set up out. It was really arbitrary, she just happened to go to Bill's house and Liam was on the ground. She called 911 and they allowed. It was a brain injury at first. Latterly, Croakers realized Liam has a brain mass. Hope brings up treatments. Her rival informs her that the excrescence is inoperable. Steffi mentions that Liam wanted her to keep the secret, but she felt Hope merited to know. Hope thanks her for that. Hope starts to cry when they bring up Liam and the girls. She doesn't know how to say goodbye. Steffi reaches out to embrace Hope. At the Precipice house, Finn addresses to Liam about the situation. Liam says most of the time, he feels fine. Also, he nearly collapses. He eventually admits that he's been having dizzy spells. It's a many times a day now. This doesn't surprise Finn. The Croaker Promises they're doing everything possible to extend his time on Earth. But he'll need emotional support and he needs to let his favored bones say goodbye. What about Hope, Bill, and Wyatt? Finn brings up that Kelly and Beth wouldn't be okay if they aren't prepared for his death. At Il Giardino, Luna comes in to talk to Sheila Carter. Luna wants a relationship with her father. Sheila and Luna bond over how likewise they are. Also, Sheila brings up how important Luna is growing and growing up. Luna is worried nothing wants anything to do with her but refuses to allow Steffi to block her from Finn. Sheila warns that Finn always sides with Steffi. Luna starts to stomp out. When Sheila asks where she's going, Luna says to see her pater. At the Precipice house, Luna walks in. Finn is caught off guard. Luna formally knows Steffi is gone, she checked before sneaking in. The croaker says he's busy, but Luna doesn't leave. Luna begs him not to turn his reverse on her. Over at Il Giardino, Liam textbooks Bill and asks him to meet Fortune. And more frequently than not, that so-called Fortune has been Ridge Forrester. It's been pounded minds by characters, flashbacks, and marriage montages. But what if we've been misled this entire time? What if Brooke is fated for a Forrester, just not that one? Eric Forrester. Her first Forrester hubby. The primogenitor. The man who saw Brooke before she came a menage name in the fashion world, or a whirlwind of romantic chaos. He's not just Ridge's father. He's been Brooke's steady sanctum further than formerly, indeed when effects blew up with Ridge. Sure, he's wedded to Donna right now, but since when has a Logan family ever been out limits to Brooke? Eric is vulnerable after health scares, perhaps second-guessing his choices. Ridge is distracted or, Russell, indeed probative. Brooke finds herself pulled back into Eric's route, not out of vengeance, but connection. History. Chemistry. Suddenly, the idea of bridge doesn't feel so imperturbable when Barrack starts to spark again. Donna would lose her mind. Ridge wouldn't know what to do with himself. And the Logan family feasts? A complete disaster, and, let's be honest then, Brooke has taken men from nearly every woman in her family. Why would Donna be the exception? Wouldn't it be lyrical if Ridge, who always had an iron grip on Brooke, eventually let her go and she set up comfort in the arms of the man who raised him? That's a twist with bite, and the kind of liar that shakes up indeed the most fated love story. So perhaps Bridge is further of a diversion. Perhaps Brooks ever has been standing behind her all this time with a Forrester last name and tableware hair to match. It's been time since Nick's last appearance. But now the ocean captain is returning to this summer. Nick's return will have him hitting into High's ex-wife Brooke. With Brooke single, suckers believe this will set up a Brooke reunion. Still, it might be Nick's other ex-wife Taylor who he reunites with. Nick and Taylor aka Naylor were formerly married and had a son named Jack. But their marriage lowered after it was discovered that Brooke was Jack's natural mama. Brooke's constant presence in their lives caused Taylor and Nick to disjoin. Taylor, unfit to bond with baby Jack, relinquished guardianship to Nick. It's been a while since Nick and Taylor saw or talked to each other. With her reverse in Los Angeles, she's bound to run into Nick, and the two will have important to bandy, including his son Jack. However, he might seek Taylor's help, leading to the spouses getting closer, if Nick is having trouble with Jack. Nick and Taylor's coziness will spark covetousness from Ridge. Whenever Ridge gets worried, he walks out the door and straight into the arms of another woman. Although Ridge claims he's married to Taylor for good, it's egregious he still has passions for Brooke. With Taylor spending time with Nick, this will lead to Ridge eventually reuniting with Brooke. While Brooke is considered the love of Nick's life, Ridge will always be her fortune. With Bridge reunited, Taylor will mend her broken heart with Nick. Liam and Steffi continue drooling at the sandhouse. He wants to see Steffi and Hope completely get along before he heads to the upper room. Steffi can't believe he's using his energy to concentrate on anything besides his health. Liam straight out says he's dying and wants to use the time he has left to help others. Just also, he gets a little dizzy and Finn runs into the room. He says he's okay but easily commodity is wrong. Thank you for watching this video. And do not forget to like, comment and subscribe.